All right, here's an article from the Badger Herald. It says, as the University of Wisconsin campus prepares to host Matt Walsh, a right-wing political commentator, members of the LGBTQ and gender non-conforming communities on campus have expressed feelings of hurt and concern. Recent targeted incidents towards the group have exacerbated these emotions. So there have been targeted incidents. The University of Wisconsin, I'll be speaking there, I don't remember the exact date. I'll be speaking there soon as we continue our What is a Woman tour. And we'll be announcing some more dates, by the way, and some more schools pretty soon. But apparently in the lead up to my speech and screening the film at University of Wisconsin, there have been targeted incidents at vulnerable populations. Let's find out what those incidents are. Upon arriving at Sterling Hall Monday, October 10th, people with the Gender and Women's Studies Department, someone named Jessica Leeper, found the Gender and Women's Studies floor covered in posters for the Walsh event. That's the targeted incident. So somebody went in at University of Wisconsin, presumably, a supporter, maybe a member of the Sweet Baby Gang there at University of Wisconsin, went to the Gender and Women's Studies Department and covered the place in What is a Woman posters. That is, I don't know if I can officially endorse that or not, but I will, because that's fantastic. When Leeper first arrived, she only saw a couple of posters and said she was annoyed but not surprised. But upon further investigation, she found that every bulletin board and chalkboard in the hallway had been covered in the posters. I think we have some pictures we'll put up for you too. While Leeper did not count the exact number of posters she took down, she estimated that it was at least 40. Leeper found only 1 or 2 event posters in the other departments in Sterling. So this is the incident that happened. Continuing along, according to Leeper, there's a lot of hurt, anger, and exhaustion among the TA students in the department. Quote, any credibility the university had and an academic commitment to providing speakers of diverse opinions is lost in the wake of Monday's targeted act of hate speech. It's a targeted act of hate speech to just put up a poster for my event. You know what? Go back. They took them all down. Go back and I'm calling on the Sweet Baby Gang. Go back and put the posters back. Just keep putting them back up there. Take them down, put them up. Hey, this is fair play, because the left constantly tears down the posters. No matter what campus I go to, no matter where the posters are put up, the leftists come along and tear them down. So this is the game you want to play. This is what we'll play. She continued, YAF has now, with this action, made it abundantly clear that their goal with bringing Walsh to campus is to intimidate and endanger the trans and gender non-conforming community. Explain that to me, Jessica Leeper. I want you to explain, and maybe you can. Maybe you can explain it. But explain in precise detail how you have been endangered by seeing a poster, by seeing a small, like a piece of paper, a yellow piece of paper that says, "What is a woman?" on. How does that endanger you? Can you elaborate? I'd like to hear you elaborate on that. If you can prove to me that simply, and I don't know how this would work physically. Okay, I don't know what the physical mechanism is. I don't know the science behind it, but maybe you can describe it. Maybe you can explain it to me. If you can prove to me that simply seeing the poster will lead directly to physical harm or death, if you can prove that to me, then maybe I would call off the Sweet Baby Gang and say, stop putting the posters up. I don't want to have, I don't want there to be bodies all over the place, people that have hurt and dying because they saw a poster. So if you can explain that, then I'd love to hear it. Leeper filed a bias incident report to the dean of students. The report asks the school to take the incident seriously as a targeted act of hate speech and revoke YAF's permission to use the Great Hall for their event. There has not been any follow-up to the report at this time. And then we have more interviews with the Gender Studies Professor Department. This is all great. A student in the Gender and Women's Studies Department who wished to remain anonymous due to privacy and safety concerns said that more than anything, they were concerned for the safety and well-being of the trans, non-binary, and GNC community on campus. Quote, we were already upset about Walsh with an explicitly anti-trans project coming to campus. And to me, the event organizers bringing their hate directly to this space just furthers my concern over the whole event and the university's ongoing lack of care for its marginalized students. There is, when you want to get over a phobia, there's I think what they call exposure therapy or something like that. But if you're really afraid of something, and this is what they tell you in psychology, that the only way to get over the fear is to be exposed to it. Like I have arachnophobia. I admit, it's one of my least manly qualities. I really don't like spiders. If I actually wanted to get over that, I would have to be exposed to a spider. Maybe have a tarantula crawling on my hand or something like that. I feel like that would traumatize me more, but I'm told that that's one way to get over the phobia. And so I guess my point is that what I would say to the students at the Gender Studies Department at the University of Wisconsin, for whatever reason, you are afraid of these posters. You have a fear of posters. And I think for your own sake, because I am concerned about you, and I am worried about your mental health deeply. And so I think the only way to get you over that fear is for more and more of these posters to be put up in the Gender Studies Department, for your own sake. Okay, there were 40 posters before. Next, we got to put 100 up. How are you going to go through life having this, if seeing a poster can cause you to dissolve into a puddle? I don't know how you function in life. So I want to help you get over that. You're welcome. And that'll do it for this portion of the show as we move over to the members block. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Godspeed.